The kickoff of the 2007 United Way fundraising campaign at Bruce Power took place at the Visitor Center with the support of our CEO and major unions. Our employee donations play a huge role in the annual budget and could collectively represent the largest contribution to the annual campaign.
If you look at our employee base and you talk about $10 a month, we're talking about $40,000 here collectively. You know, that's a conservative view of what we can do. And frankly, $10 for our employees isn't that big of a deal. I know that every dollar's hard earned, but when you think about how it's put to use, just the accumulation of all of those $10 per month makes a massive difference in our community.
With a small army of volunteers, the United Way works out of this building in Owen Sound that they purchased for only $1. The United Way and its member agencies support those in Grey Bruce that are experiencing a variety of crises, from poverty, mental illness, abuse, and those who have hit rock bottom.
We support things right from infancy through early childhood education, through the Canadian mental health organizations, through Keystone Children Family Services, right through to violence prevention through the Women's House Men's Program, and we do a lot of work with seniors abuse as well. We provide a bit of an insulation to the families we work with, because when you're suffering from a mental illness or suffering through poverty, there's a lot of shame there. And it's very hard for people to ask for help and to admit that they've hit rock bottom and they need help from someone else. So we offer a buffer between the donor and the recipient.
The United Way helps about 35,000 people every year in Grey Bruce, and all the money donated stays right here.
People at Bruce Power are fortunate to have the employment they have. We have great wages, we have great benefits, we have great pensions. To be able to share some of that fortune and give it to those who unfortunately didn't have as good a fortune and they find themselves in some difficult times. Obviously, that's from a personal level, it just got to make a person feel very good.
Well, I think the United Way is one of those organisations that do such good work, but it's not always as visible as people see from other things they donate to. But it's one of those charities that a little amount given with a reasonable frequency can make such a tremendous difference. That's why a payroll deduction works so well for this type of organisation. I mean, I can tell you honestly, I have my own personal experience with it. People don't like to talk about that, but I remember when I was an 8-year-old boy, my father was off ill for 14 months and didn't work. And we were struggling financially. I was the youngest of 3 sons. We had a real tough time, and I remember getting food parcels. I remember actually my brother and I going off on a summer vacation for a week that we'd never have had. I can still remember that vacation. I can still remember what it felt like to get a break from the tough times. That's what United Way does. As I say, don't make a big deal of it, but for the people they help, it matters.